Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm Suraj, and I work as an analyst as part of the Cards and Payments graduate scheme in Barclays. So the data visualization I built is to analyze consumer spend in festivals in the UK. But more than the visualization itself, I'd like to talk you through what are the challenges I encountered and what pushed me to become a better Tableau developer and my learning curve as such. So what's the story? So the reference I chose was the British Summertime Festival in Hyde Park, which is the recent viral festival. And this festival basically lasted 10 days and obviously consisted of a whole range of concerts, screenings, interactive displays, etc. Barclaycard, the organization I work for, processed all the payments within the stalls and different restaurants and bars. So that was basically the data set I used. And the data I had was transactional data, transactional footprint of where people are spending at what time of the day, and data along how much are they spending and what are the number of transactions. Yeah? So there was an additional challenge here. The equivalent visualization that was built for last year's festival was done by an external consultant, and we had a challenge of building it fully in-house. And there was a tight deadline for this as well. And I picked up Tableau only 6 months ago. So one of the things that really helped me to pick up Tableau is I would solve small problem statements on a daily basis, just pick up things I'd like to explore, different features I'd like to explore. But more than anything, it's my colleagues, my team, and embracing this community and attending events like these, speaking to like-minded people like yourselves, which is what really pushed me to explore more and more. So I'll just take you through a quick tour of what I actually built. So this visualization, I know it's fully busy, but I'll take you step by step. So that is the Hyde Park map visualization. So you know your basic template with geolocation template on Tableau? You basically put an image overlay of the the one I put is the image overlay of the promo material map that goes up on there. So it just gives it a slick UI feel. Then towards the right is a bunch of KPIs. Towards the left is a trend graph, which just shows the trends throughout the hours of the day. And there are some additional widgets that I added that talks about, say, weather updates, who performed during that part of the day, etc. And your dashboard can be used as a typical drill-down dashboard or to see different hours of the day, to see different views. But I thought, why not give an animated feel to it? And this is exactly what Robin spoke about as well. I used the exact same technique of the HTML file, the CSS file, and the JavaScript file to animate it and to give it a news update-like feel. So at Barclaycard, we have what is known as live monitors. So what we do is basically display animated visualizations to show that, OK, we can make it look cool too and make it consumable. It's just like a news feed. So I added 2 live tickers at the bottom. So this is how it finally looks like. So you have different views. You could move parameter by parameter, but this is how it looks like now, just like a news feed. So what excited me? Firstly, we had an ambitious challenge, and I didn't know Tableau. I wanted to push my capabilities. But the good thing is I sort of set realistic targets for myself to leverage how much I can with the data set. Then I wanted to overload it with usefulness, how much I can squeeze out of the data set I had. All of us want to take a data-driven approach. We don't want to keep guesstimating everything. We want to be able to provide some concrete evidence with what we're working on to trigger informed decisions. Then obviously satisfy my curiosity. Because this is done by an external consultant and we paid for it, and now it's become a cost-cutting initiative and we've fully built it in-house within a short time, is a huge sense of achievement for me and was a satisfying experience. And one thing I really learned was data storytelling. A lot of us understand data, understand what we can leverage out of data, but how can you package it in the most consumable form is what I feel is really, really important. And finally, a step forward. Apart from me pushing my capabilities and learning Tableau, I also helped, and it was a great opportunity for me to make a difference within my team. So I'd like to thank my boss, Tony, Lalit, Ramzia, and Alice, who also supported me in building this visualization, and they're here to support me as well. And finally, how is this useful? As I mentioned, we could evaluate spend for customers in festivals, and we could get insights from them, and also enhance our capability from a typical dashboard to something animated and something that is slicker and something that's easier to understand. So I hope you found it useful, and I'm happy to take any questions you guys have for me. Thanks.